Hello everybody, welcome back. In this section we are going to create hands for our character. Also this torso is too big, I think, for some reason. Okay, I will hold it like this for now. Anyhow, let's create the hands. So we'll just go to side view, and in side view you can see the hands here. Okay, and we can create hands very easily with the box modeling. So let's create a shift A and we can create a cube here, and we can press edit with tab, and we can just move it like this, and let's create it. Let's press Control R to create some loops here, and for hand I think we need 1 2 3 loops to this side and 1 loop to this side, and that's good. And now what else we need is we can just select everything and scale it to make it something better. Maybe to side view we can see the reference image, and we can make our hand scale like this. Okay, and this much is good. I think this will be the upper section of the hand, so that's good. And then we can press SX to scale it, not XX, SY to scale it to this side. That's good. And now what else we need for the hands is we can just move it a little bit here, and just move this section. Actually in the vertices mode we have to move this section, so we'll select it. And one more problem we have is that we will just move back, and we'll just select again the side view, and we'll select these two sections. Let's move it a little bit here, and this section will just scale it to y-axis a little bit, not too much, and just move it here. And now we can extrude the fingers. So if we select everything and if we rotate it, you can get an idea of hand, overall hand. Okay, so that's better. So I think now we will move back, and let's make it a little bit more bigger, and then we will just go to shaded view, and we'll select everything, and we will just scale it in x-axis to make it thin like this. And now we'll just select these fingers, and let's select the first finger, and we'll just extrude it to z-axis. And then for the second finger we'll select it, extrude it to z-axis, extrude it to z-axis again, and then we will just select easy to extrude the last. We'll select this section which is for the thumb, and we'll press EY, and we'll just move it like this. Okay, and we'll just rotate the shape to this side, and we'll select this corner, and we'll press EZ to extrude it to z-axis, and let's move it here. Let's scale it a little bit, scale it to y-axis only. So now you can see we have nice thumb section. So if you go to side view, you can see we have this type of thumb. We'll just extrude it to z-axis. Okay, 3, and then EZ again, and let's move it a little bit, EZ again like this, and that's better. And definitely scale it a little bit as well, easy little bit more, and scale it as well. So now you can see that we have a nice thumb. Now we'll select these sections, so all the fingers, and we'll just go to 3. We'll press easy again, and we'll press shift and control to keep it simple, and let's move it like here maybe. Okay, so now what else we will need? We need to create some loops here. Control R, and 2 loops are enough, and we'll just move it like this. We'll create some loops here, 2 loops, and we can just move it like this. We'll select some loops here as well, Control R, and we'll just move it like this. And now finally we'll select these section, we'll just move it like this, and we'll scale it little bit. This one, scale it. This one, scale it little bit. This one, scale it little bit, and also we want to move it as well like this. Scale it and move it as well. That's good. I think we have a very nice hand. If we go to solid subdivision surface, you can see we have a nice hand, although we need some more things here. So if we go to 3, you can see this type of upper section, which is a rounded one. So we can just go back, and we'll select this section, okay, and we'll just extrude it to Z-axis by shift control. Okay, let's make it randomly, and we have a little mistake here, so we'll just move it here, and then we will just make it circle, and you can see it's a nice circle now, and that's good. And we will just scale it to x-axis little bit, and then we'll just go to side view, and now we will just place it at the right spot, which is this point, 1 for the side view, and we can just go here, and we'll also mirror the object, and now we'll just move it to the right position. So I think this is the right position, but we need a little bit of rotation as well, like this, and that's nice. We have a nice hand here. So here you can see, although we have a little problem with this, so we can select this loop, and actually by shift click, okay, this entire loop is now selected, and we can press shift scale up and place it here maybe, and here we will just create a loop inside, and we'll just scale it outside, and then we will just select this loop, and we'll just scale it a little bit more. And now if you can see we have a little bit of problem here with these loops for some reason, so we can just select this loop, and we can move it to the correct position. Anyhow, if we apply the subdivision surface and tab, you can see that hand is quite better, and it doesn't have any problem, so I think that's better. So now the last thing is that we will just match things. So before that, we'll just select the this internal vertex, which is this one, the middle vertex, and we'll select proportional editing. So whenever we use the proportional editing, and if we press G, then we can have this type of circle here, but scroll key we can increase or decrease this impact. Okay, so here I will just decrease this impact, and we will move this inside. I think we will just move it little bit more impact we want to add, And then from the back side as well, if we want to move it a little bit, it will give us a better shape, I think so, like a hand. Okay, that's better. And now the last thing is that if we go to side view, we'll select the fingers. So this finger should be bigger than the others, so we'll select this node. We'll just move, sorry, without proportional editing, we'll move it like this. We'll just move it a little bit, and we'll just move it a little bit like this. And now you will see that we have a very nice hand. Okay, although you can see this finger is a little thinner than other fingers, so we'll select this and we can scale it to match with the other fingers. Okay, and you can also see that we don't have any loops here, so loops are also very important. So now if we select it, and now you can see that the fingers are also very nice. We can right click and shade smooth to apply the shade smooth, and now you can see we have our robot hands as well. So let's change the name to the hands like this, and then we have the ears, then we have the cylinder, which is the arm section, and then what is this thing? This is the torso, and this will be the body, and that's it. So now everything is ready, the top aspect of the body, and now we will move further for the legs.